So, welcome back. And if you're new here, we're Travis and Angel. And today we're going to be talking about 12 things that we wish we knew before we started living full time on cruise ships.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be 10 things, but once we started, coming up with stuff, hey, it ended up at 12. And, some of the stuff may help somebody. Whether you're thinking about cruising full time or if you're interested in just what this lifestyle is all about.
Yeah.
So the first thing is that unfortunate things are going to happen. We didn't know that.
Definitely.
We didn't even anticipate that. Like, for instance, we ended up getting robbed a few months ago. A backpack that we had was taken off of a train while we were going from San Diego to LA to get on another cruise ship. And what it ended up doing is making us a whole lot more careful about the things that we carried and
like things that we carried on us, as opposed to in our like check bag or a bag that we would leave somewhere.
And so it's like it made us in a sense a little bit too careful, because we have like a tote or two still with some things at our kids' house, and so we can send them things and that we don't need to travel with, and then we can also ask them when we do need certain things to
send us
ship them to us. And so, like, one of the last videos we did was we weren't able to get on a ship because we didn't have our passport booked, because we were traveling with our passport card because we didn't need it, so and we booked that cruise really last minute, so we didn't have the documents on us that we needed, and we couldn't get on the ship. So it's like unfortunate things are gonna happen, but you gotta learn how to roll with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Second, the second thing, it don't feel good though.
It don't.
Not when it's happening. It don't feel good, but life still life.
Yeah, life be lifing, y'all.
And so the second thing that we wish we knew was that the emotional cost is real, and this is heavy for you.
Yes, it's a huge thing for me, because prior to us traveling, like, the barbecues and the family get-togethers and everything was at our house. So with us, and then I grew up with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with going to the family barbecues and stuff like that, and just like having get-togethers. So not being able to be at staple events, you know what I'm saying? Like, our son was in a piano recital and we weren't able to go because we were on a ship, and like just different things like that. Holidays are difficult, especially like just like, I don't want to say the small holidays, but the holidays, not like Christmas and Thanksgiving, right? But more like 4th of July and Memorial Day, because those are normally times when, like, we get together, we barbecue, and, just have good, fun family time. So.
And living on ships full time, one of the things we do meet a lot of people, so it makes up for it just a little bit. We meet a lot of interesting people.
Yeah.
And interesting could be, it's
it's
two ends
interpretation
of the
interesting is.
But we meet a lot of good people and have a lot of nice conversations. Like, we were on the Panorama a while ago, and I think her name was Lynn, and she was talking to us about her mom, and she was on by herself. And it's like fun to listen to people's stories. And we were just on World America talking to the couple down from us at the dining room. Mm-hmm. So that makes up for it, gives us a sense of community
and a sense of family.
Yeah. Because like a lot of people, they're interested in what we're doing. A lot of people don't do it, but we also met Linnell. Many of you know her as Poverty to Paradise, and by the way, she is exactly who she is on these videos.
On the video, she's the same person when you meet her in person.
Yeah, and it's refreshing to see people like that. It makes up for it a bit.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say one additional thing is that when you're connecting with different people from different backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? And when we're on like the longer cruises, we get to connect like for a longer time, and then when we separate from them, then it's like, okay, hopefully we'll see you on another cruise again. And sometimes we do. Sometimes we end up meeting up with them again, but a lot of times we don't. And then doing that like constantly can also be kind of a little bit tough, a little bit hard. So
yeah.
So
number 3, we had to learn how to do what works for us. And that was a big one.
Yeah.
Because before we started, we were watching videos and everything. Some people traveling full time, and we tried to do what it is they did.
Yes, and that does not work. I mean, we watched everybody from people who was like living full time on cruise ships, like going ship to ship, people who was living full time on like the residential ships, people who just traveled full time. I mean, we were like watching everything, like to late nights of the hour, you know, watching videos. And one of the things that we found was that what works for somebody else may or may not work for us.
Yeah, because that luggage thing
usually didn't work for us.
That luggage thing didn't work for us at all. Because
a lot of people was like, oh, you can do it with like a carry-on and a backpack. No.
We tried it.
It didn't work for us at all. And then we have additional things that like we like to travel with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That are just like luxuries because this is our home. So in order to make it really feel like home, we travel with some things that, you know, somebody on vacation wouldn't travel with.
Yeah, we'll do a video about that.
Yeah.
Just to show y'all what we carry. Some stuff y'all be like, oh, y'all might be like, okay. I don't know about that.
And then other things, it's like, oh, that's a really neat thing to carry because it makes where it is that you are feel at home.
Exactly. And that's the fourth thing. It's like home is not necessarily a house.
Yeah. I love decorating. Before we moved, we actually got another video out talking about like the different things that we gave away. And before we moved, I decorated every holiday. I mean, every holiday. It was a tote or two or maybe like 5 or 6 for every holiday. So I decorate, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that was one piece that really I wanted to keep up. You know, so we do like we decorate the door, we decorate inside the room. I mean, we decorate all out for like Christmas and Thanksgiving and 4th of July and Easter. And so we just like, I love decorating. So it kind of like feels like that like hominess for me, you know, like nesting. I think, you know, some women call it nesting, like when they're getting ready to have a baby, but same thing, you know, it's like you move into your house and then you decorate your house when you move into it. So it fulfills that for me.
Yeah, because one of the things, it used to annoy me all the time when every time we got on a new ship, you would always say, we're home, or, you know, we're back home.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, especially when we got on, it didn't really hit me till we were just on World America. And we got on the ship, and then I was just like, You know, it's that exhale, just that breath, and just feel at peace immediately.
Yeah. Well, because when we say home, like because we live on cruise ships, then where it is that we are is home. So whether we're in a hotel room or whether we're on a ship or, you know what I'm saying, traveling wherever it is that we're traveling in between, like it's home for us. Yeah. And to make it comfortable.
Yeah, we make it work.
And we make it work. Yeah.
All right.
2.5 years.
Yeah. All right. The fifth thing, good Lord. The vacation energy never, ever ends. And what we mean by that, it took a long time. I used to get an attitude all the time. It took a long time to just get that everybody else on the ship, they're in vacation mode. So everybody's loud, everybody's happy, they're celebrating all of that.
They drinking, kicking it all night, being out in the street.
And so they're just having fun.
Things. Yeah.
And so, but like, especially for me, I like to find a quiet space. Mm-hmm. And so you have to really be intentional about that. I had to learn to be intentional about it. Sometimes get up earlier than I normally would, just to go get those peaceful moments. Because when that music starts to going and the people wake up,
that is it.
And it's like, it's constant.
Yeah. Well, and in addition to that, one of the things that we have to remember all the time is that these people are going to be on for 3 days, 4 days, 7 days. You know what I'm saying? They took off work. They left their house. You know what I'm saying? And then they came here so that they can get their party on, essentially. And it's difficult. Well, it started out being kind of difficult because when we started, it was like, oh, I want to go to all the shows and I want to go to all the comedies and I want to do karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. And so with that, we had to like regulate ourselves, you know, because when you're at home, like when you at home in your house, your brick and mortar, wherever it is that you live, you don't go out every night. You know what I'm saying? You don't go out to eat every night. You don't do, you know what I'm saying? It's things that you do at home. And so one of the things that we had to realize was that, okay, since this is actually home, then we need to operate as though we're living in a brick and mortar house. And that's not going out to, you know, the comedy club and going to the shows and to this and to that, you know, because that's when you run yourself ragged. I mean, if you done ever been on a vacation, you try and cram everything into like that 3-day, that 4-day, that 7-day, how many ever days you're out. And then what happens is, like, when you get home, most people need a vacation from the vacation. We're not on vacation. So it's like, when do we get our vacation from the vacation if we're doing like all the things that everybody else is doing? So,
and by the way, that was number 6. You just went right up into it. She
fault.
got the thing right here in her face and just.
I wasn't paying attention.
Number 6, you don't have to do everything.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I talked about it.
Number 7. Travel days are not vacation days. We thought it was going to be so much fun going from place to place. It's one of the most stressful days. I
call them move days.
Yeah.
If you look at our post, it says #move day.
We're going through airports carrying luggage. I'm pulling the luggage. Yes. Standing in TSA lines or standing in even on embarkation days.
What you want to say about that?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just not fun. It's actually a work day. It feels like work.
Yeah, it does. I actually love move days because number 1.
I know you do. You're not carrying nothing.
Really? Oh, I think we should discuss that. You know what? We should discuss that off camera. Because it seems like there's some like built up animosity or something there for you around, you know.
This seemed like a setup for a heated fellowship that I'm not trying to be a part of.
The luggage.
No.
Is that okay? Okay. I call them move days, like I said. And so when we're doing that, like when we're going from place to place, like it's an anticipation of like what's to come, you know, and we reflect on what it is that we just experienced as far as like if we was on a ship or, you know, if we're on a plane, you know, whatever it is. Now, it can be very long. I mean, because we sit at the airport sometimes for hours going from place to place, or we're flying for hours. Or, you know, if we're on the Amtrak, that takes time, just the actual move thing. So yeah, I get it. It's not vacation days. It's move day is what it is. And it's kind of like, you know how people say that moving is like one of the most stressful things you can do in life. Imagine when you have a move, like you move every couple of weeks, or you move at least like once a month, right? And like, imagine that amount of stress. Now, imagine we're not packing up like a whole house. We got 2 check bags and 2 backpacks, right? So it's not like it's a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff for us. So yeah, just equate it to that. I want you to know I'm looking forward to this conversation after the video. I just want to let you know.
Number 8. Rigid planning, I think, is overrated. You might disagree.
I don't do none of the planning, so this is
and she likes to have everything planned out. Now, I don't, you know, people, you know, some of them plan, you know, the cruises they're going to take months in advance. I get it. We have some planned, I get it. But I like to have some wiggle room. Just in case something comes up. For instance, we were on Carnival for Rennes, I believe, a few months ago. And we were getting ready to get off the ship the next day.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have anything planned for about 2 or 3 weeks. Just open. Who pulls up? NCL Bliss. I looked at that ship. I'm like, Went online, booked it. 3 days later, we on that ship. Yeah. Never sailed NCL before. Now it's one of our favorite lines. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that was just because we weren't planning every single detail.
And we actually, when we started, we were planning like every detail. I mean, down to like this today we gonna do this the hour, this the day, this the hour. And it got to be so stressful because it was like like we said in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like things adjust and things change. And then you have to like go back and say, okay, now we got to adjust this and we got to do this. And, you know, so it's just, I think, even though I'm not in the planning process, or at least the beginning part of the planning process, I think that it works a whole lot better for us because, I mean, I'm spontaneous anyway.
You don't care at all. You just like
him not.
Let's get on. Yeah, and that's what trips me out because I'm not really spontaneous at all.
Nah, I'm more spontaneous. I'm like all over the place all the time. Just.
All right, number 9. You gotta learn to adjust. And so we thought everything was gonna be just, I don't know. We didn't think it was gonna require as much adjustment all the time.
Right. So as y'all know, we work, or if you didn't know, we work.
And hold up, let me put this out there. And we're not travel agents.
No.
So the stuff that we put out, we ain't trying to sell you nothing.
We ain't trying to book you on a cruise.
Yeah, exactly.
And do none of that, and we don't do all that. So we're nonprofit consultants. We have a nonprofit consulting firm, and so we need internet in order to be able to work. So one of the biggest adjustments that we've had to make is that sometimes you get on a ship and the internet is like top notch, and then sometimes you get on a ship and your internet is non-existent.
I would call names, but it might have just been our floor.
Right.
So we're not gonna put you out there like that.
Another thing is with the internet, it can also adjust like day to day, right?
Yeah.
And it can adjust from like one part of the ship to another. So sometimes if I have meetings and things like that, I prefer to be in the room because I don't want to like have conversations with the clients out in the buffet or, you know, somewhere like that, the library. So I'll do the meetings in the room. Now, sometimes the internet in the room is like really good.
On NCL.
Did you just say you weren't gonna say no names?
No, it's good on NCL. We gonna say who does well.
Okay, so NCL is very good.
But we're not gonna put out, well, I want to, but I'm fighting it.
NCL is really good. So we, in the room, sometimes the internet is really good. And then when you go out, it's kind of spotty. You know what I'm saying? Not on NCL per se, but just on ships, period. You know? And you don't know until you get on the ship.
Yeah.
So it's like we booked on this ship for, 2 to 3 weeks. And when we get on, we realize like, okay, this internet is going to be real shoddy. So we're going to have to like, when I get on meetings, I got to tell them like, all right, my camera going to be off for internet purposes. Now, luckily, everybody that we interact with, all of our clients know we live on cruise ships. So they're like, all right, we already know, it's kind of the norm for us. But yeah, that's one of the biggest things. Now, another thing you got to adjust for is you eating the same food over and over and over and over and over. And sometimes depending on the cruise line, you got to bring your own seasonings. And sometimes the food is very well seasoned, Now, I have a bit of like issues with that. And that's just because I'm used to cooking my own food and not being able to cook my own food. Like I can't adjust the seasoning and see what actually goes into the cooking process, So since we've been living on cruise ships for like this 2.5 years, I've gained like, I've actually lost weight, but it's been a bit of a challenge because as you know, what goes into your mouth is like essentially like what goes on with your weight, right? And so not being able to know like, hey, what's made, how are y'all making this? Are you sauteing it in butter or like whatever it is? And not having like that information and being able to control that, then it's one of the things that we have to adjust with.
And speaking of butter, did y'all know, because we have to eat gluten-free because my stomach is just jacked up. Did you know that they be putting gluten in mashed potatoes?
That's a whole
of all things. I just had to add that.
Okay.
I'm glad I got that out my space.
Oh, and the ice cream. Did you know?
And the ice cream. See, you feel it too.
I do for the ice cream.
So we really have to adjust and just be like, get an attitude for a second and then go get something else.
Yeah.
Or just risk it.
The ice cream in the machine, like the one that you pull the little handle down, that's got gluten in it. Not the ice cream that like they scoop. That's different. But yeah. An adjustment. It's an adjustment. So number 10, packing gets smarter and not bigger.
Yes. We started out. Oh, you want to go? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So we started out with a lot of different luggage options. I mean, it was at one point in time we had almost like 7 pieces of luggage that we was traveling with. Absolutely crazy.
Because the stuff we had to have.
Yeah. So
why are we traveling with 15 hangers?
Oh my goodness! I knew you was gonna bring up them hangers. The hangers are gone. They gone. I got rid of y'all. Okay, so when we first started, I had these velvet hangers that I absolutely loved, and I wanted to keep my velvet hangers. So we traveled with my velvet hangers. Now the hangers are gone. They've been gone for almost 2 years now. I don't know why we still having a conversation about these hangers, but I digress.
You had like 4 or 5 lotions.
I did. I still carry 2 lotions, but
yeah, we had to learn how to, that we didn't need all this stuff.
Yeah. Well, and one of the biggest things that we discovered over the time was that, because I'm used to like couponing and stuff like that. So I'm like a stocker upper. Is that a word? Stocker upper. Like I stock up on stuff, right? So when we're traveling, we can't stock up. So it's like if we go to the store and I'll be like, oh, here's a pack of soap and I can get like 8 bars for this amount as opposed to 4 bars for this amount, right? And the difference is maybe like $1 or $2. So I'm like, oh, I should just get 8 bars. Now I don't get 8 bars now because I'm like 8 bars is heavier than 4 bars. So when we're looking at like weight, I mean, and things like that, and just capacity for our suitcase, then I had to be more conscious of the shopping. Yeah. So
because it's nothing like going to the airport and then you weighing your luggage and you find out it's 61 pounds.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not the one carrying it.
We going back to that again?
I knew how heavy it was.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good conversation after the video.
Which makes the next one So number 11 is our relationship actually got stronger.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest part of that was just like all the time that we were that we spend together, and the conversations that like are opening up for us around not only travels, but around our finances, around our families, around our marriage.
Just life.
Yeah, and just like life in general, you know. And I mean, we're really compatible. So we actually got a video out about like, could you travel full time with your partner? And that's a huge thing because like, if you don't like the person, you ain't gonna be wanting to travel with them, you know.
Because if you can't tolerate somebody playing Christmas music what month is this? In the middle of May, June, whatever month this is, you know. And I'm not talking about just the hits. I'm talking about the deep Christmas songs. I'm like, what is that? This happened a few days ago.
Why are you just gonna put me out there like that?
Yes.
You know what?
See, we strong enough, I can do that.
Wait a minute. This is the thing, right? See, he met somebody on the elevator, right? What did the lady on the elevator say?
She said, okay, she asked, where you from? Because that's usually the question we get. And so I let her know, said, okay, we're from, we cruise full time.
We're on cruise ships, yes.
And so she says, so what do you all do when you want to kill each other? And I didn't know how to answer her. Because, I mean, we don't go through that.
We don't go through that.
No, because I don't want to go outside and find a dick.
He'll just walk out the room. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm like,
not in anger walk out, so let's clear that up.
Yeah, it's just like a separation, you know, just like you do when you're in a brick and mortar, right? So you leave. When we were on land, you know what I'm saying, when we were like living in our house, then I would get in a car and I would just like drive off, go to the car wash or something like that. But now, I mean, I can't really do that. So he'll walk out or I'll walk out, and then I'll go sit on what I call the front porch, which is usually like a sitting area on our floor by the elevators. So that's what we do. I mean, but our relationship has gotten so much stronger. I mean, to the point where it's like, and we've been married for 9 years. 9 years. We just celebrated our anniversary, y'all, May 22nd. But yeah, so 9 years. It's gotten to the point where, you know, we're now finishing, you know, like each other's sentences.
Oh, I should have said sentences, so you can be like.
You're supposed to get that, like connect in there. Just just completely missed it. Okay, go ahead. Number 12. This lifestyle is totally, totally worth it. Wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Yeah, we questioned it when we first started to see if we could do it and all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just works for us.
Yeah. Everything. I mean, everything from the having to adjust to the rigid planning to everything. I mean, the food and all that stuff. Like it really works for us and our personalities, our marriage, our families, our lifestyles, like everything.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, there's been some challenges, but challenges are gonna happen no matter where you're at.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people think that it's just glamorous all the time. No,
it's not.
There's been some time we done had some struggles for real.
And it's been times that like we actually cried. I mean,
who is we?
I'm sorry. It's been times that I cried. I forget. Oh. It's been times that I cried about things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially when it comes to like the emotional stuff, like the family things and stuff like that. I mean, we've had people pass away and we were at sea, when the funeral and everything happened. So, yeah, it's just, it's life.
Yeah, it's life. One thing that's just been constant is that God has always provided.
Amen to that.
Every single time.
Every day, all day.
So, we don't see an end to it.
Not at all.
So that's why we come in and try to help you all out. Somebody might want to do it. As a matter of fact, we'll put a video out soon. You may not want to do full-time cruising, but we have an alternative. If you want to just be away for a little bit, folks getting on your nerves, you're like, I'm out for a little bit, a month or so, and it won't cost you much.
Folks getting on your nerves.
Yeah.
I'm referencing back this conversation that we're about to have, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave them below in the comments and we will respond. Thank you.